once you finished installing your website, you can access it by going to the URL that you installed it on. That's in my case just the test area, and go on wp-admin.com and click enter, which will automatically redirect you to the page wp/word/login.php. But for whatever reason, so we're using the URL that you have used, like the password and the domain name, the username that you used, and click on login. It's German right now because on my German account. I'm going to switch that real quick so that you are not, where is it? There. That you are actually not at all confused. So let's, now that it's English, we go back to the dashboard, and here we are in the dashboard. That's what WordPress looks like when it's fresh out of the box, kind of naked, and like a newborn child. WordPress soon will change its text editor to this new thing called Gutenberg. I'm not going to show you that one here, but that's in generally how it looks like. The first thing that you need then is, if you go to your your domain now, what you see here is the latest installation of WordPress. It's the theme that's called 2017, and you now get to a point where you need a personal theme. You can change the theme by clicking onto Appearance and Themes, and here you can see those are like 3 previous ones that WordPress comes with, like out of the box. Those are all made by WordPress, and every year they do have a separate theme, though it seems like they don't have a 2018 theme here. I would generally suggest that you delete the old themes because they're not really necessary. They just take up space, and if you don't update them regularly, then it really depends on what, like, it's a safety issue. If you want to add another theme, you can click on Add New, and then you can either look through all the themes that WordPress has to offer here, but I personally suggest that you go and find a theme that suits your needs, that is easy to use, because when you start looking through here, what they will probably have is a free version that doesn't have all the options, and then you will start to work with it and will feel like, oh, that's kind of nice, it looks nice, and then you will eventually hit a point where you will be like, oh man, that's not working, that's so complicated, so you will have to start all over again. So the theme that I personally use is Divi from Elegant Themes. You can buy the theme on their website. It's a theme that also includes a visual builder that I personally do not really enjoy using, but I know that a lot of people really like that visual builder side of things. It's a drag and drop builder, but it also is generally it's a really a theme that is well used. You don't need to know a lot of the back-end info, because it works with sections and rows and modules, and it's, once you get the gist of it, it's really easy. So it's called Divi, and I'm going to click on Learn More here because I want to show you a bit more. You can try it for free here. So it's the Elegant Themes demo. And it is loading it seems as if it's loading the visual builder now. Yeah, so you will get redirected to the visual builder. It suggests you what you can do here, but you can take the tour or you just start building. it's really, really complex, like in what things you can do. So I cannot exit, which is kind of sad. So you can, if you click on that one, you can edit a new row into the section, or the blue area will, let me click on the wireframe here. So as you see here, it's divided into, that's a section, the blue part is a section, the green part is a row, and the gray things are modules. And if you click on here, you can see that there are so many modules that come with Divi that you can use without having to know a lot of things, which makes it pretty awesome. And you can easily make a pretty nice theme by like piecing together all these different kinds of modules. And it comes with a lot of functionality, which is pretty awesome, because that's what you want in a theme that you can pay, that you have to pay. Of course, it's not a free theme because it knows and it does a lot of things, but let me get to the pricing. Can I? You can, I think you can download it even without paying it and try it out, but you cannot upgrade it then. So what it is you can get the yearly access for $89, or you can get the lifetime access. And the cool thing is, if you have the lifetime access, you pay it only once, and you can use it for there is no limit on how many websites you can use this theme with. That's pretty cool, because otherwise if you buy a theme, then you will always have to it will probably just work one time. And if you have Divi, it will work for so many other websites, and you can that's pretty awesome, especially if you create websites like me for your clients. That's my benefit. I can always add Divi on top of people don't have to buy it themselves. I can add them as a service from my end so that they can get their own Divi theme. There are always pages like Envato.com where you can have a look around and buy other themes. So it's Envato Market, I think. Let's go to the market. WordPress themes, yes. So you can check like web themes and templates. You want WordPress themes. If you don't want to use Divi, you can buy your own theme, and Envato gives you the option to do that, for example. I would always suggest you use one that's well used. You can also or that has a good reference, a good rating, because that will probably make it way easier for you. I know that Avada is one that's kind of popular. Genesis is one the Genesis wireframe is one that's really popular. Let me check that, if that's available here. Genesis. Yeah. No. PSD template. Genesis theme. My Studio Press Genesis framework. That's what it is. You get the framework, and then you can do whatever you wanted to do. As I said, what is it? What did I say? Avada is one that's kind of popular. Divi is one that's popular. Beaver Builder. I'm giving you websites that mostly also have a builder included. So if you don't know how to use HTML, then those are themes that have, as you can see here, that's the builder also, where you can create your websites like you would with lead pages, or like you would with any other drag and drop builder, without having to know all of the back-end HTML stuff, because that's what I'm here for. That's generally how you can go about. So you choose your theme, and then once you've chosen your theme, we go back to the page. And if you don't use one from all these, the ones that are offered, because they're the free ones and they will probably get you to your limits. You click on upload theme here, and then once you've downloaded the file, you can click on choose file, which then you just have to choose the Divi file when you can find it. I'm not even sure if I've downloaded it here. Probably not. Oh yeah. Maybe January is a bit long ago. So let me download it again. I go to Elegant Themes, log into my account, and download Divi here. The cool thing about Elegant Themes is that they have a lot of other things that are really awesome for you to use. For example, you can also use the Divi Builder separately, which I'm not sure if that's something I would really want to do. Then you have Bloom, which is the way of which helps you create pop-ups for your opt-ins and your newsletters, or whatever it is that you want to throw into people's faces. You can install Bloom, and Monarch is something that helps you connect it to things like Facebook and Twitter. So especially if you do some blogging, you can use Monarch to then install it and share it to Facebook and all the other parts of all the other social media that is out there. So you choose the file that I've downloaded, that you've downloaded. So for me, it's Divi, and then you click on install now, and then it installs the theme. And like with every other theme, once it is installed, you can it takes a while, because I think streaming, and you can either go you should go to return to the themes page, and you will then see that this is here, and we're going to activate that theme directly. As you can see here, there it already gives you a Divi documentation and how you can generally check out more about Divi. What I always suggest though is, once you've created, if you edit a lot on your website, it is important to create a child theme, just because otherwise when you change something within it, let's for example click on editor here, because that's where the magic happens. And they will also suggest you to use a child theme. So whatever you are changing within that area of your website, which probably you personally will not do, but whoever creates your website will then, so if I change the style CSS right here for Divi, right, whenever Divi upgrades, it will erase whatever I have written in here, and we don't want that. So if you, for example, add some functions in here that you will use for the functionality of your WordPress website, or if you change, as I said, the style CSS here, whenever your website updates and your theme updates, and that is something you will always want to do, just because safety people. So it's important to keep everything up to date, so all the security holes are not holes anymore. So that all the bugs are fixed, and it's not as hard for other people to hack your page. That's when it's really important to always keep your website updated, to keep the WordPress version updated, and of course all the plugins and all the themes. So if you change something in the theme files and you update the theme, then it will erase everything that you've changed in the theme files. And that's the reason why you really need a child theme. And that's for Divi, it's pretty easy because I just type in child theme into Google, and it will automatically spit out how you can do that, because there are really a lot of pages out there that do that. I have one what's it called? Bare Bones. I think that's it. I'm not even sure now. Bare Bones is a child theme, yes. So you can just enter that one and download that theme. That's a simple child theme that only has a CSS file in there and a function PHP file, which is enough for the beginning, because you're probably not going to do all the fancy schmancy stuff. So we go back to themes and add a new one, upload theme, choose file, click on Divi child, and then install now. You can create that yourself if you want to, but with the Divi file that you have here, it's pretty easy with the child theme that I've downloaded. So as you can see here, it looks as if it's a separate kind of theme, but it actually isn't really, because what it does, we are going to activate that now. What the child theme does, it is like so it always relates to the parent, right? That was a weird hand gesture. So the child theme always relates to the parent. The parent file can update, so the Divi theme will update in the back whenever you update the theme. And what it does, it will always relate to the parent file. But whatever you changed in the child theme, that for example, if we go there, so it does know that it is a child of Divi. That's so nice. And if you click on editor now, you will just see that these are just two files in that child theme. Whatever you edit here, that's more important than what is in the parent theme. But the basics and the child theme will always relate to the parent theme. So whatever you change here, that will stay as it is. The backend theme, the parent theme will update, and you will get all the new features that Divi releases. But whatever you enter in the child theme, that's what the website will use first. And whenever you start to work with your themes, the first place you will go is to Appearance and Customize. And there you will start to edit whatever it is you want to edit. So there you set up all the base. So as you can see here, that's what Divi looks like out of the box and blank and shit. And you work your way through the customizer. So you change the site identity. So what is the site title? This is the place of world domination. World domination. And the tagline is we are going to rule the world, yo. The site icon is important to upload that, because that's going to be the fav icon. It's a different name. Those are the whatever you see here in your browser. So here you can see is a Divi fav icon. This Divi builder doesn't have one, so I'm closing that anyway. As you can see, that's the one for the Invader market. That's for Genesis. So that's what you will add here. It needs to be a square one, and that will show up here in your bar. Once you've changed that, you can go back. Next thing is layout settings. Here you can decide, do you want it to be a boxed layout where you can change the background here. Afterwards, you can say how wide you want the content to be. Really depends on what you have. The website gutter width is something that you can set up here. You can use a custom sidebar width. So how wide do you want the sidebar to be? The section height. It's probably more important when there are more sections and how high the rows are. There is where you also can change the theme, accent color. You will be able to see that afterwards. And if we change, for example, I can show you. Here you can change all the typography, the sizes. That's something where I would generally start out. For the general impression of the site, you can always change everything in every module that you're adding, the font size and everything, but that's for the general appearance of the site. And the background, that's where you can change the background. If you have the box layout, you will see that here. If you switch if you switch back to not box layout, then that's something you wouldn't see here at the beginning. And yeah, so that's general settings. Then you can click on header and navigation. So you can decide what kind of header how do you want your header to be. So this, for example, is centered. So the logo will be at the top, and underneath will be all the links of your menu, is that menu navigation? Menu is for food. Then centered inline logo is where you have it in the middle. Slide in is that one, and that's where the primary color comes. Wow, that's blinding. You can hide the logo image. Oh, in the fixed navigation bar, sorry. Let's go back to the primary menu, to the header format. Slide in or full screen, which will create a hamburger menu, and full screen is this one. I hope you're all not blind. And that's just a different kind of how navigation works. You can hide the navigation until scroll. It really depends. So when you start scrolling, the navigation will show. But it depends on how you want it to be. If you want to save that, you can click publish, and then you have saved the settings for now.